Today we are going to discuss about the topic, Sem 4th topic, CSS subject, communication, skills and soft skills. Here the topic is Unit 2. We are going to discuss about the topic Unit 2, paragraph structure. Okay, paragraph structure. How we have to construct or how we have to write a paragraph. It is the main topic today. Okay, here the topic consists of marks, 5 marks. From the paragraph structure, here is another topic that carries 5 marks. Today we are going to discuss one topic only, paragraph structure. What is the paragraph? Okay, what is the paragraph? We know already we have some alphabets in English. From alphabets we can form words. Okay, from words we can form some phrases or some words. Okay, after that we can form, with the words we can form sentences, meaningful sentences. With the meaningful sentences we can form the paragraph. Here are the paragraph. Okay, a paragraph is a group of related sentences that develop meaningful or develop the topic or a single point. Whatever one point we have to going to discuss, it will develop the topic or a single idea, single topic or a single idea. Okay, a paragraph is a group of related sentences that develop a single point. It discusses with only one point. If you are going to read about trees, means all the para should be about the trees only. If you are going to read about any social issue, means all the paragraphs should be about the social issue only. We have to discuss a particular point in the paragraph. Okay, here each paragraph should deal with a central topic or develop a single idea. Already I told, it is going to be discussed about one particular topic or about one particular central idea. Okay, all the paragraphs should maintain the single topic. All the paragraphs should maintain the single thought only. Should convey the single thought only. Okay, here each paragraph should deal with a central topic or develop a central idea, single idea. Okay, the length of the paragraph must be, there is no rules for the length of paragraph. We can write the short paragraph or we can write the long paragraph with the meaningful sentences and without any grammatical mistakes. Okay, we have to maintain the length whatever you like. You can write the short paragraph or you can write the long paragraph. It should be convey the proper meaning to the reader. It can create some interest to the reader. Okay, then it will be going to be a good paragraph. Okay, here we are going to discuss about the length of the paragraph. There are three main things about the structure of the paragraph. Okay, what are the three main things? Means length of the paragraph, unity of thought and the variety. Okay, if you are reading all the paragraphs about one topic, means we will get bored, no? That's why we introduce your variety of the topic also, the main thing in the structure of the paragraph. Okay, first one, length of a paragraph. Okay, how much length it will be? If you are writing a paragraph, means how much length it will be? Is there any rules for the paragraph? Is there any line maintaining about the paragraph? Let's discuss. Okay, length of the paragraph, there is no rules. You have to maintain this length. You have to maintain the same lines. There is no rule about the paragraph. As you wish, you can write the single line or you can write the more lines about the paragraph. Okay, it should be a paragraph. No rules about the length of the paragraph. Okay, next, maybe short or long. As you wish, maybe short or maybe long. It can be short, means it is also a paragraph, and it will be long, means it is also a paragraph. There is no rules and there is no short or long. Length of paragraph is clear with the 2 points. No rules and maybe short or long. Okay. Here briefly I will tell you some more points. The length of paragraph should be, a paragraph may be long or short. It may consist of a single line or more than or number of lines. Whatever it may be, there is no rule for the particular length of the paragraph. Okay. For its poems, means there is a rule. Okay, sonnet, octet, there will be rules. Sonnet means it contains 14 lines. For some poems it will be contain just 4 lines. Okay, there are some rules for poem and poetry. There is no rules for prose. Length of the paragraph, there is no rules for prose. Okay. Here, while the stanza of a poem are usually of the same length and pattern, paragraph may be long or short. In the case of poems, we will use some rules. I already told you, sonnet, octet, like that. Okay. Here in the length, according to the paragraph of the prose, there is no rule. You can maintain the length whatever you like. If you want to write short means you can write short. If you want to write long means you can write long paragraph. Okay. Next we are going to discuss about the next structure of the paragraph. Unity of thought. What is meant by unity of thought means we have to maintain the single point all over the paragraph. We have to give the information about the particular point. We have to give the many examples about the particular point. Okay. We don't deviate from the point, from the main point. You have to give support to the main point only. Okay. All over the paragraph, you have to maintain the unity of thought. What is the first point? You have to give relevant or extra information about the same point only. Okay. Don't deviate the topic or don't deviate the point. You have to maintain the unity of your thought. Here are some points in the unity of thought. Okay. Discuss only one topic. You have to discuss only one topic. Every sentence must be connected with the central idea. You are writing number of sentences means each and every sentence have to interlink with the main idea. Okay. You have to interlink with the first idea only. You have to give the number of sentences about one topic only in the paragraph. And first and last sentences are important. It is very important. First sentence you give about the topic, and at the last also giving the many examples. At last also you have to maintain the same topic, same meaning. Here first should arouse interest. Why we give first sentence means it will create the interest to the reader. If we got the first line means then he will go to the next line also. If you write the first line very interestingly means he will get some more special interest on the paragraph and he tries to read a little bit front. Okay. At the last you should get conclusion and satisfy the topic or reader. Okay. At last sentence what you have to give? You have to give the conclusion for that paragraph. If you don't give any conclusion means reader automatically dissatisfied and he don't get any information from that. That's why you have to maintain the two first and last sentences. Construct properly. Okay. Here the first and last sentences are very important to a good paragraph. I will tell you about the unity of thought. Okay. Here, if as far as possible, try to express the topic or subject of the paragraph in the first sentence itself. What you are going to write or what you are going to present in the paragraph, you have to mention in the first stanza of the first line of the paragraph only. Then, why they are reading the paragraph, they will get the total thought. Readers get your point. Okay, readers get what you are going to tell them through that paragraph. Okay, they can easily understand what is in the paragraph from the first line only. Okay, here the subject matter of the first sentence itself narrate sentence is connected with the leading idea and arranged in the order of their importance. We have to arrange the sentences in the paragraph in an order. If the order is missed means the paragraph is meaningless. The reader can't understand what the para carries. Okay, what the para is going to tell them. So we have to give the sentence orderly. Okay, we have to maintain the order also in the paragraph. It is also about the unity of thought. We completed two, length of the paragraph completed, unity of the thought also completed. First and last 2 points are important in this paragraph. And we are going to move the third point in the structure, variety. What is the variety? To avoid monotony. Monotony means if you listen the same topic number of times means what will come? Automatically you get bored, no? It's called monotony. Okay. From morning to evening English class only running means what will happen? You will lose interest. That's why here to avoid monotony we have to maintain variety. Okay. Here monotony is a particular thing for the readers. Okay. If you are writing in the same style, if you are writing in the same sentences, same structure, means readers will get monotony. Okay, that's why here we have to maintain the variety. Okay, to avoid monotony, we have to maintain variety of paragraphs. Okay, to make the textbook interesting. If every page getting the same structure, means we will get automatically, we will lost our interest. That's why to make the textbook interesting, we have to maintain the variety. Okay, paragraph structure should maintain the variety to get the textbook interesting, to make the students or to make the readers effectively, or to make them get the lot of information, means we have to maintain the variety in the textbooks. And third point, should be of different lengths. Every page containing same length, same length. If it is big, means paragraph very big, means reader automatically lost the interest to read that paragraph. Some short paragraphs and some long paragraph included, means he will get automatically some interest and he puts some effort to read. Okay, and try to understand what is the para going to tell us, what is the para giving information to us. Okay, so we have to maintain the different lengths of the paragraph. Okay, these are the structures about the paragraph. We have to maintain the length of the paragraph. There is no rules for the length, and there is it may be short or long as your wish. Whatever you want to write, means write with the meaningful sentences. If it is short para, means you have to convey all the information in just 3-4 lines. Okay. If it is long para, means you can establish and you can add more examples. You can add your life examples also in the long paragraph. And unity of thought. Next one is unity of thought. Here, every sentence must connect to the central idea. Discuss only one point, or throughout all the para, you have to discuss only one topic or one point. And the central idea. Every sentence must connect with the central idea. And first and last are important here. First and last. First is here in first sentence you have to give all the main theme in the first sentence only. At last you have to conclude. Okay, this is called conclusion sentence also. You have to conclude that paragraph and readers must be satisfied. And you have to maintain the variety here to avoid monotony, to make the textbook interesting, should be of the different lengths. Now we are going to discuss a question here. What is the question? How to write a good paragraph? Okay. Okay, we know about some rules. Okay, length whatever it may be, short or long, we already learned. Now, how to write a good paragraph? How can we frame a good paragraph? Okay, how can we able to frame a good paragraph? There are 6 steps in the framing paragraphs. Okay, framing a good paragraph. There are 6 steps. What is the first one? Decide the topic of your paragraph. Okay, you have to decide the particular topic which you are going to write to make a paragraph. Okay, for example, here we select animals or trees or plants or flowers, whatever it may be. You have to choose a particular topic. Okay, particular topic about the paragraph. Then we continue the structure. Okay. Second one. First one, topic selection, and second one, develop a topic sentences. Develop a topic sentences. You have to develop sentences related to the topic. Which topic you selected, according to that topic, you have to develop the sentences. And third one is demonstrate your point. You have to demonstrate now. You have to give some support with the point, with some particular points to the topic. You have to add additional information to the topic. Okay, give your paragraph meaningful. Here you have to give your paragraph meaningfully. Next, 5th point, conclusion. I told you in this structure, first one and the last one is most important. Okay, here first one, topic selection is most important, and conclusion also most important. Conclusion gives the reader satisfied. Okay, 6th one, look over and proofread. After finishing, after adding or whatever it may be, after completing a para, the main thing, the important thing is you have to read it once. Okay, you have to read and look over if there are any spelling mistakes or grammar mistakes or anything, whatever it may while you are going to submit your paragraph, you have to check spelling, check grammar, read twice, read the paragraph twice and check it is interesting or not. Okay, you have to check your paragraph once. Making a paragraph effective. Next topic is making a paragraph effective. How we will make effective paragraph means presents a single idea. You have to discuss about the one particular point through all over the para. Okay, then you will get the good effect on that paragraph. Okay, next begins with a topic sentence. In the first topic only we have to give the clear idea about the paragraph. Okay, about trees means you have to write the first topic clearly about the trees. Okay, you are choosing any flowers means you are going to write a paragraph about flowers means you have to give the first beginning sentence about the flowers. Okay, you have to present the topic you choose in the first sentence only. Contains support inform a sentence. Then next you have to give the supporting sentences that which give supports to the main point or main idea. Okay, next organize to maintain flow. Don't disrupt the flow. You have to maintain the flow with some interesting sentences. Inform and entertain your readers about overall idea. What is your aim by writing paragraph? You have to give some information to reader and you have to give some entertainment to the reader. By reading your paragraph, every reader must get some information and entertainment also. Okay, here are some kinds of paragraphs here. We discussed about the structure of paragraph, how to write a good paragraph and making a paragraph effective. Now we are going to discuss about the kinds of paragraph here. Okay, there are 5 kinds of paragraphs. First one is descriptive paragraphs. Second one narrative paragraphs. And third one expository paragraphs. Fourth one persuasive paragraph. And fifth one literary paragraph. Okay, what is descriptive paragraph? Descriptive means about one point we have to describe that point, a particular point. I already told you to take the animals as a point, plants as a point, flowers as a point. Okay, if you took a flowers as a point, we have to gather some information about that and we have to present in that paragraph. Okay, descriptive, description. Okay, number of questions arise in our mind. That questions give answers, no? That answers are the description method. Okay, this is the descriptive paragraph. And what is the narrative paragraph? Narrative means we have to narrate the stories. Okay, in this we have to narrate the stories. And expository means it will give some extra information to you. Persuasive means it will include you into the characters or include you into that particular topic. And literary means it is just like literary criticism. Okay, what is the main thing? What is the main topic? Here we criticize the paragraph. Okay, this is all about the paragraphs. We know about the kinds and separate structures and how to create effective and how to create a good paragraph. Here 4 are finished. Okay, thank you.